Good morning. Today we discuss about with a new topic, that is director, with introductions, meaning, appointment, powers and duties. So first of all, start with your introductions and meaning of the directors. What do you mean by director? So director is a person from a group of members who lead, manage or supervise the company. A board of directors is a body of elected and appointed member who jointly oversees the activity of the company or organization, which can be include a non-profit organization or a government agency or corporation also. A director as effectively an agent of the company appointed by a shareholder to manage its day-to-day affairs. The basic rule of it is that directors should be act together as a board, but typically board may also delegate certain power of individual director or a committee of the board. On the other hand, mainly, who is the director? A director is an elected individual who along with other directors. Some of others, director is one of that person who are responsible for directing, governing, controlling of the policy or management of the company. Because this is one of those person who control the whole company with the managing, supervising a company, directing, controlling, and governing. So after this, mainly, director are those person elected by the shareholder to direct, conduct, manage, or supervise the affair of the company. On the Company Act, basically two acts follow in the directors as per the section 232 Company Act 2013 and the section 213 of Company Act 1956. And according to CA 13, director means a director appointed to the board of the company. On the other hand, CA 1956 Company Act, director include any person occupy the position the director by whatever name called. The Company Act does not precisely define the term director, but it has been defined under the several sections of the Act. According to Section 213 Company Act, director include any person occupy the position of the director by whatever name called. This definition given by the Company Act does not give the clear meaning of the word director, but it means that a person who performs the duty of the director will be made to be director irrespective of name by which is he called. Now, according to section, a director is the officer of a company also, because that person who control, directing and managing the whole company according to their own words. Any person in accordance with the whose direction and instruction the board of director of the company is accustomed to act shall be deemed to be director of a company. First of all, an appointed or elected member of the board of director of a company. He has a responsibility for determining and implementing the company's policy. A company director need not to be a shareholder. An employee may hold on the office of the director under supervision of the act. Basically, two acts work on the director. One is that CA 2013. That means the director is that with a director appointed by board of a company. On the Company Act 1956, director include many persons occupying the position with director by whatever name called. So next is the responsibility of the director. First of all, many responsibility works on the directors. First of all, that is determine the company's strategic objective and policy. Second, monitoring progress toward achieving the objective and policy. It helps to achieving the objective of the companies, to promote the companies on the higher levels, appointing the senior manager, accounting for the company's activity. Relevant party examples is shareholders. First of all, a director is act in accordance with AOA. A director of a company shall act with good faith in order to promote the object of the company for the benefit of its member as a whole and in the best interest of the company. Its employee has its shareholder, the community, and the protection of the environment. A director of a company shall exercise his duty with the due reasonable care, skill, and diligence powers. Director shall exercise independent on the judgment also. A director of a company shall not involve the situation which he may have direct or indirect interests that conflict or possibly may conflict with the interest of the company. On the other hand, a director of a company shall not attempt to achieve any undue gains or advance with himself to his relative partner to isolate. A director of a company shall not assign the office and assign similarly work. Because mainly director mainly strategic objective is that to determine its objective and policy and helps to achieving their objective and promote the company to higher level and appointing with the senior manager. So now next point is that minimum director required in a company. Basically, three company works with the minimum director required in one by one. First of all, we discuss in 1% company. 1% company that is required with a one director. Private limited company required with a two director. On the other hand, public limited company required a three director in the company. So 1% company, every public company by virtue of section 43 shall have at least three director, private company shall have at least two director. Subject to this minimum or maximum number of director basically depend on the director to its board of directors. The company in the general meeting may be ordinary resolution increase or reduce the number of directors within a limited fixed in the behalf of the articles. The general meeting may be ordinary resolution increase or decrease the director behalf of the by the another board of directors. In the case of the public company or private company, which is a subsidiary or a public company, any increase with the beyond the limit fixed by the articles must be approved by the central government, and such as increase shall become void if disproved the central government. Maximum 15 directors can be appointed in the company. And any format of the company, OPC means 1% company. On the other hand, public company or private company. In the 1% company, basically one director required on that time, private limited company required with two directors, public limited company required with three directors. By passing the special resolution, company can increase the number of directors beyond the 15 out of a point that director. One director should be resident in India for more than 182 days in a previous calendar year. So next of other point is that types of directors. Some other types is that residential director. As per the section 149 the Company Act 2013, every company shall add one director who has stayed in India for a total period of not less than 182 days in a previous calendar year. Every company needs to appoint a director who has been in India and stay for the not less than 182 days in a previous calendar year. Basically, requirement is that not less than 182 days in a previous calendar year. Independent director. Second type is independent director. As per the section, independent director in relation to a company means a director other than a managing director full-time director or a nominee. Director, company which have to appoint the independent director as per the rule of 4 of company. The rule of the company is that appointment and a qualification of the company according to CA 13. Some cases of the company have to appoint with the independent director. Some circumstances are as follows. First one is public company having paid up share capital 10 crore or more. Public company having a turnover 100 crore and maximum 100 crore or more. Public company having a total outstanding loan, debenture and deposit of the 50 crore and more. Now, third one, women director. So basically, that is the independent director. Independent director are the non-executive director of a company and they help the company to improve the corporate credibility, enhance the governance standard. In the other word, independent director is a non-executive director without a relationship with the company, which might influence the independence of his judgment. So after this, next following company need to be appointed list 2 independent director. First of all, public company with paid up capital is 10 crore or more. Public company having turnover of 100 crore or more, and a public company with total outstanding loan, deposit and debenture of 50 crore and more. Now, next one is women director. As per the section 149(1)(a) second provision, according to second provision, require a woman director with a certain category of company to have at least one woman director direct on the board of company. Such company are very any listed company and public company having. A company, whether it is a private company or a public company, would be required to appoint a minimum one woman director in case of any satisfy any of the following criteria. Some is like the company is a listed company and a security are listed on the stock exchange. On the other hand, paid up capital of such company is 100 crore or more than turnover is 300 crore or more. Now next point is shadow director. Shadow director is that director, a person who is not appointed by to the board but who is directed the board is accused to act, is reliable to director of the company, because the shadow director is also work like a assistant unless he or she is giving the advice to the director in his and her professional capacity. Now next one is nominee director. They can be appointed by the certain shareholder, third party through contract, lending, public financing institution or bank, or central government in case of oppression and mismanagement. Nominee director could be appointed by a specific class of shareholders, bank or lending financial institutes, third parties, contract by union, government of case of oppression and mismanagement also. On the other hand, additional director. Additional director, any individual can appoint a additional director by a company under section 61 with the new act of a company. According to a new company act, any person can be appointed as an additional director by a company. A person could be appointed additional director can be occupy his post until next annual general meeting. In absence of the additional managing or director, such term would conclude on date on which the such as should have been held. Now, next one is difference between executive and non-executive director. In the first, executive director can be other work on full-time director of a company. That director full-time of working hours of the company and has significant personal interest in the company as a source of income. On the other hand, non-executive director is that director who is not neither a full-time director or a not a managing director of the company. So after this, now another director is that alternative director. Alternate director refers to personal appointment by a board to fill in or for a director who might be absent for a country more than 3 months. So after this, duties of director. Some other duty required for the director. First one is duty of director vary according to the nature and size of the company. Duty of care, duty to act honestly, director to act as a care with skill power, with trustfully, with honestly, as an act of the disclosure, duty to attend a board meeting, duty not to be delegated. So after this, many other duties of the director like duty to act in the best interest of the company. Director has to know the position in relation with the company, but director must exercise his or her power of the benefit of the company or best interest of the company. A director must also consider the interest of the company supreme and in any case above their personal interest. Therefore, director acting honestly, direct duty of the direct with act as honestly but not in a best interest in the company in breach of the duty. On the other hand, duty not to missupply company assets. Director do not have a legal ownership of the company's assets. They only have effective control of them, and they must be use them employee of the company. Proper purpose of the company is that the best interest in the company. Mainly duty of the company is that must be employee of the company and the owners of the company also. Mainly purpose of the company is that to earning the profit. So director helps the company to earn the profit and act as honestly. Do not make a secret profit. Mainly, basically, director helps to create a many conditions in company for further. Do not to make secret profit for others. Director hold a key position in a relation in the company. Therefore, forces of the management of the business director may get confidential and sensitive information concerning the company's business and affairs or trade secret also. The information can be used by the director for his or herself personal benefits and gain that determine the company's profit. The mainly duty of the director is that confidentially work. Director would have access to all the relevant information about the operation and financial of the company. However, director has a duty to ensure that such information is not directly or indirectly. A director must not be disclosed or may use the confidential information of any purpose other than for the benefit of the company. So now duty to be delegated, duty to attend the board meeting, duty to attend the meeting. A director of the company make best effort to attend the many board meeting or circumstances permit. In the India, if the director is absent from the 3 consecutive meetings in the board or from all meetings held in 3 months, whichever is longer, without obtaining leave of the absent from the board, then director could lose his or her directorship in a company. So, in the other hand, duty not to exceed power. Whatever MOA company said that company is authorized to do, whereas the article of association means AOA of the company said What the power given to the director of the company? It is duty to direct to ensure that not only do they keep within the company's power, but also that they keep within the power actually given them to article of association. So now next point is qualification of the director. Basically, qualification of the director depend upon his qualification, skill, power, mentally or physically fitness. Also, as regard the qualification of the director, direct provision of the Company Act 2013, according to the many provision and act, some conditions mentioned as follows. First one is director must be person of sound mind, fit of also physically and mentally. A director should be hold chair qualification if article of AOA, article of association provision as. A director must be a detour. A director should be solvent person, not an insolvent person. A director should not be convicted by the court of any offense. So this is the quality of the director. On the other hand, what is the position of the director? First of all, director as a trustee. Director as a trustee, director as an agent of the company. On the other hand, director as a managing partner of the company, officer of the company. So on the other hand, in the last point, director as an employee of the company. For first of all, we discuss with director as a company. Director is a trust person. Main role of the director in the company is as a trustee faithfully and honestly. Because of all the company work with help of director. So after this, first of all, director work with as a trustee. Director is a person selected to manage the effect of the company for the benefit of the shareholders. It is an officer of trust which is their duty to perform fully and entirely. Director is described as trustee of the company, must account for all the money over which they exercise control. This act and dealing must be for the benefit of the company. They must exercise their powers honestly in trust of the company, all of shareholders. Director as trustee of the some company, money and property which comes into their hands. On the other hand, power ensured trusted to them. On the other hand, director as agent of the company. How? Director are viewed as agent of the company for conduct of its business. A company cannot act by itself. It is through its directors. Director acts on behalf of the company and acting on behalf of the company also. Director cannot be held personally liable before of the company. Like others agents, director should conduct business of the company with care, skill, power, diligence, power, honestly. On the other hand, a company is an artificial person. It is not a natural person. Act through director who is elected representative of the shareholder who is execute decision making and benefit of the shareholder. On the other hand, director as a managing partner of the company. Managing power, director as a manager, partner of the company, because who the company work with the help of the director, because of director is the main part of the company who control directing and managing the whole work in the company with the share profit and losses. On the other hand, director as an officer and a company. Director treated as officer in the company, they are liable to certain penalties if the provision of the company act not to be strictly complied with. Director as an employee of the company. How? When the director is appointed as a whole-time employee of the company, then that particular director shall be considered as employee, director or whole-time director of the company also. So this is the positions of the director. Now next one is definition and nature of the company. The word company is derived from the Latin word company, means a person who took their meals together. When one and one to more person work with together in common, a company means we work with together one or two person for the purpose of carrying on some business and undertaking. So company is work with the help of director, employee. This is a family of the company. They like work with the family. So next one is nature and the partnership. Meaning and the nature of the partnership. So partnership. Partnership is that relationship between two or more people who have agreed to share their profit in equal ways. Profit and losses of business carried all of any of them of often. Partnership form in India also governed by the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Partnership is the relationship between persons who have agreed to share the profit of the business carried on by all of any of them acting of all. Mainly some elements of the partnership. First one is two or more persons, that is for partnership in the form. There must be agreement entered into any all person concerned. There must be a business. There must be sharing of profit loss in equally. There must be mutually agency. Business must be either carried on by all any of them acting for. So after this, as per the above definition, some elements like there must be a contract. Two or more person work together, that is called partnerships. Agree to carry on a business with equally profit, equally share their losses in the business. And the business must be carried on by all and any of them acting for all. So, in the other hand, rights of the partners. So, basically many rights of the partner in the company. First one is take a part of the company management because they give any instructions to the company. Right of the inspector book like ledger, account books and any others book related to your company. Right to be consulted, who consult to the employee what is the wrong and what is the right. Right to share profit. Every partnership has to right to share their profit in equally way. So now next one is registration of partnership deed. Partnership deed. Partnership deed is that with the registration of partnership business. First of all, registration based on partnership deed. Name of the partner's business, location of the business. Basically, these points are related to your business. Objective of the business, main objective of the business is that to earn the profit in the company. Name, address, and profession of the partners. Amount of investment by the each partner. Who invest the money and capital liability. How much invested their money in the company. Date of joining of the partner. After the joining of the partner, starting the date of partnership business. So first one, all contract of a partnership. Basically based on the partnership result of the contract, it is no rise from the status operation of the intern. Similarly, the members of the company carrying on the family. Business cannot call the partner of the relation rises not from the any contract of the status. Thus, a contract is a very foundation of the partnership also. Maximum number of the partners in a partnership is 20. Partnership is result of the contract. At least two people are necessary to constitute of partnership in the according to Indian Partnership Act 1932. So after this, partnership deed. The document containing the agreement in the writing among us partner is the partnership deed. Partnership deed is on a written form between two or more persons managing the partnership of firms. How many numbers in the partnership deed? These are also included in the partnership deed. So after this, partnership deed is to be duly stamped as per the Indian Act according Indian Stamp Act, and that duly signed by the all partners who work together in a company. Content of the partnership deed. First of all, name and address of the firm, nature of the business, objective of the business, purpose of the business, description and dress of the partner, amount of the capital, who invest and contribute by the partners in the company. Partner is to be paid by a salary and sharing their profit and loss with equally. Then partner is to be paid by salary, commission, then how much. This is the content of the partnership to help to create a partnership deed. So now, after this, many partners work with the help of their deeds. Mainly purpose is that to sharing of profit. The basically essential element to provide the sharing of profit with equally basis. Business must be with the object of sharing the profit amongst all partners. There would be no partnership where the business carried on the motive or not to be making a profit, where there is only one of the person is entitled to whole of the profit of the business. After this, partnership deed agreement may be written or oral. However, practically, oral agreement does not have any value of tax purpose. Therefore, partnership agreement should be as a written. Like some characteristics like a name and address, business to be carried on, what is the nature of the business, date of business, how to start, duration of the partnership, whether the fixed period or project, capital contribution of each partner, profit sharing ratio among the partners also. So this is the topic of partnership deed and the directors. Thank you so much. I hope to clear this topic. Thank you.